Okay, we are here with artists Brendan and Brian Frame. Did I say that right? And we'd like to know what you have coming out in the coming months, fall and New Year's, fall and from there on.
What we're currently working on is The Odd Squad. It's a 3-issue series from Devil's Due. It's about a group of paranormal investigators who aren't very good at their job. It's financed by Vin DeBona. It's kind of like their easy way to try out their concept as a comic that they might make into a TV show or a movie. That'll be 3 issues. The first 2 issues are out, and then the 3rd issue should be out in November.
Go ahead.
Well, after that, we don't really have anything lined up. So,
this is also an advertisement for work and commission work. So
Yeah.
Marvel, DC, Top Cow, Image.
yeah, we do a lot of commissions work on our own website, roseframe.com, and also on comicartcommissions.com.
And we'll have them scrolling on the top of our website here. And thank you very much. And we'll be back with you to show you doing your artwork. As you see, it's drawing right now, but you'll get an in-depth in their drawing abilities.
Hi, I'm here with Casey Hain, artist and co-creator of the Wonderland Chronicles. Casey, I've just picked up your book, flipped through it, loved it. For anybody out there that doesn't know your book, can you give us a little description about it?
Sure. It's Alice from Wonderland, Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. They both have grown up and kind of forgotten about everything that happened to them as kids, or at least dismissed it as just being like childhood fantasy. And now as adults, they're starting to see stuff from Oz and Wonderland kind of seep through into the real world. So they're going to have to go back to each of those lands to kind of set everything right that's starting to go wrong. So,
Do you find a lot of inspiration in the original books?
yeah, actually we're using the original 14 Baum books as our backstory for Dorothy. The 2 Lewis Carroll Alice books are the backstory for Alice. And as far as my artwork goes, I'm trying to really keep the designs as close as possible to the original illustrators. So I do have my spin on it because it's, a little bit more realistic styling as far as that goes. But the designs as a whole, anyway, are pretty close.
So since you keep to the original stories, I would bet that your versions are a little bit darker than what people are expecting.
It's
From
not
the
musical, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the ruby slippers, all the yellow road.
Yeah.
You've got the silver slippers or silver shoes. The original books, which is different.
Oh yeah.
The lion is an actual lion, not just a big
Big
guy.
guy.
But yeah, we're trying to have some fun with it, but still use some of that stuff you may only be used to the musical. And so we want to kind of introduce you to some of these characters fairly easily so that it's not as jarring, I guess.
Wait, I thank you a lot for the interview, and I really enjoyed the book.
All right, here we go. Underground Video Network, welcome back to the show. April 18th and 19th, there's a small press for Independent Expo that happens, and it's called S.P.A.C.E, and runner of that is...
Hi, how you doing? You want me to talk about it?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead. Tell them what
my
S.P.A.C.E is all about.
My name's Bob Corby, and I run the Small Press and Alternative Comics Expo, which is here in Columbus every year. Next show will be April 18th and 19th, 2009, at the Aladdin Shrine Complex, where it's been for the last few years. We have somewhere in the neighborhood of about 150 small press, publishers, cartoonists, writers showing up for that show. You can see a wide breadth of material. It's always interesting to see what shows up. I never know what's going to be there. We do have a pretty big core of cartoonists here in Columbus that make the show every year. The panel group who are over at the other table over there, you might want to talk to. Also the Sunday Comics group, they're usually well represented at S.P.A.C.E. This year, S.P.A.C.E 2009 will actually be our 10th show, so we've been doing it for 10 years. Haven't gone bankrupt yet, so we're doing better than the economy. So,
It's our second economy joke of the convention. So, it's not a joke, people, but...
Well, my retirement plan is the 20,000 comics or so I have in my basement. So I checked my 401k the other day. So we can go on about that. S.P.A.C.E gives everybody a great opportunity to see a lot of comics that you won't necessarily see in even a regular comic show like this, or even in a comic shop. Because a lot of people now are doing online comics and actually collecting them and printing them up specifically for these kind of small press shows. So kind of interesting. You can go online, get some idea what's going on there, and come to space and buy the piece you can want, looking for more home.
See right here some of the selection here, and then the website scrolling across on our screen here.
I've also been publishing O Comics, which is basically started as Ohio Comics. That's kind of one of your angles. Started here at Mid-Ohio Con 20 years ago, celebrating our 20th anniversary with our issue 17, and now don't try to do the math, it doesn't work, just like the economy. So we're here with the water issue, which has about 13 strips in it by a lot of local artists, and they're all based around the theme of water. We just picked that as a theme, and everybody kind of took off in their own direction with it, so it's a real fun book.
All right.